And there we go. And now we go to start Chapter 5. There it is. It's the end of the line.
Chapter 5. Conflict of the Past and Future. What's this?
It's embers.
Something is definitely up. The village of Heimrada should be here at the foot of Mount Gundor. But I guess it got wiped out too.
Yep.
Let's get going then, Monica.
Be careful out there, you two. There's nothing much we can do this time, so we'll just take it easy on the train, okay, guys?
If you need any help with anything, just let us know.
Borneo and Eric can now be placed in the Giorama. Alright, here's the thing about... Alright, so here's the thing when it comes to Heimrada. There's layers to the Giorama here.
Look there.
The Gaspard's flying battleship.
Is it him? What's he up to this time?
Gaspard must be hopping mad that we've been restoring all the origin points.
And there's no way we're gonna let him stop us, right?
Only if Gaspard's causing these falling embers too.
No doubt about it. Oh, there's no way we can start bringing back wood and straw buildings now.
He's trying to stop us from building so we can't revive any more origin points.
That monster!
Yep.
Let's hurry, Monica.
Yeah!
Basically, as long as the embers are falling, we can't build certain types of buildings. And because we can't build certain kinds of buildings, that's gonna really put a damper on what we can do. Alright, if memory serves, it's around here? Oh. Yeah, there it was. Hot Spring Spirit. Yeah, we also have to do a lot of... Alright. So for this one, we need Cedric, Borneo, Eric, and Gerald. So that's at least 4 brick buildings. But we will worry about the Giorama later. Because the thing about Heimrada is that it's finicky. Now we go to Mount Gundor. And Mount Gundor is big! Battle with Griffin's army. Clear all enemies without healing. Mount Gundor, 2 who honor their mothers. Yep. Mount Gundor is a lot of this. Stone tea. But I don't like tea at all. Okay, you saw that for just a frame, right? Max shot straight up into the air. That is a weird animation glitch that sometimes happens, and I have no idea why. Alright. And Magma Rock is the key for this floor, or for this dungeon. At least for now. And kaboom! Chill, Smash, and Exorcism. Let's see what all these cool gems do. Flame Smash, Flame, Cyclone, Durable, and Exorcism. Exorcism, Flame, Attack, and Beast. And this is Cyclone, Chill, and Scale. We'll do this, if only because it gives 10 points to Cyclone easy for one. Or to Chill. We'll do this because it gives 10 to, well, 15 to Smash. Even if it does also give a little bit into Flame. Okay, so we got all the Smash. Now we just need to put a little bit more to Chill. And then we need to put literally hundreds of points of Exorcism into it later. Yeah, now we need to put actual hundreds of points of Exorcism into it. We're gonna shove so much Jesus into this hammer, it's gonna be crazy. Gonna turn Max into a goddamn cleric. Didn't even see that guy. Well, didn't even see his name. I think it was Crescent Joe? No, Stick Joe! There we go. Let me just do that. And that. Ride pod fuel. Hell yeah. And that's the exit. But we're not going to leave yet. We're going to wipe out everything. Dragon Crystal. Got an enemy up there to handle. And you know what? Let's do a quick thing. 180, 240. We'll show off the Nova Cannon. Behold! The rate of fire absolutely fucking sucks, but it's got the power. Okay, hold on. Let's see, Nova Cannon. Okay, we can't do Nova Cannon 2 until the next in-game chapter. Can't do Nova Cannon 3 until the one after that, and can't do Nova Cannon 4 until much, much later. Alright, where was that chest piece I wanted to make? Yeah, it was the Sun and Moon armor. Electric Sesame, the Sun, and the Moon. Gonna be a while till I can do that. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Okay, 4 attack crystals. This should be enough. Still not enough. Yeah, we're gonna try and give Monica a lot of love for this dungeon after this floor. And that's the dungeon. Or the dungeon floor. Oh, there's the Spheda. Let's just get these treasure chests. Dun 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 dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we gotta head up there anyway. We'll do the Svita. The Svita. Alright, hold on, let's put you there. There. That. And we'll worry about organizing that later. Alright, switch back to max. And if we do it right, we should be able to land this in one shot. Yeah! Hole in one. Oh. Hold on a second. I have an idea. I just remembered something. Let's see, it's gold store. Oh! Zuzu! Thank you for the raid! Hi! How are ya? The girlies are here! Hi, everyone! How are ya? What were you doing? What's up? How's it going? Pretty good. Finished chapter 4 of Dark Cloud 2, and currently working on chapter 5. Let's see, what can I... Alright, need gold bars. Yeah, what were you guys doing today? What's up? Analyzed the Nuzlocke, almost broke my computer, and worked on our CK2 file again. CK2. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Crusader Kings 2. Ah, mostly CK2. Okay, that sounds like fun. Got it. If I had a nickel for every time I've had a computer that absolutely flipped out and nearly turned into a very big brick because of some programming scuff, I'd have at least 5 nickels. Yeah, analyze the Nuzlocke. That'd be, is that another one of Jaden's? Because I've got that one, because I've got that one ready to watch. I just haven't gotten around to it yet today. I've had a lot of things to do. No, today we did Alpha. Oh yeah, Alpha's... it's pretty good. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. It's just that there's just something about Alpharad that every time I see him, I'm just like, I hope it fails spectacularly. Like, I have no idea why, but he doesn't set off the same alarm bells in my brain that someone like fucking Jimmy does. But there's just something about just Jacob Alpharad that every time I see him, I'm just like, I hope whatever project he is doing for YouTube just like spectacularly but harmlessly explodes in his face. Like, and I don't know why. Like, he's a nice guy. It's for the content. Yeah, it's literally just like, please, just let this fail for the sake of just having something to talk about, because it's very entertaining. Alright, need to get... Need 1 gold bar. Agreed. Holy cow, the Onyx thing. Yeah, like, That was just inevitable. Like, the writing was on the wall. It was right there. Oh, the pride. Oh, the fall. It's so good. Alright, need to talk to... There's Cedric. Why are you all the way up here? Let's see. Repair robot parts. Upgrade the ride pod. Alright, let's see. I could get a caterpillar, but I don't need the caterpillar. There we go. Okay, this is the Chiron piece, so bam, and bam, there. Okay, now we return to the dungeon. We're going in a volcano! We're climbing a volcano from the inside. Oh, this is a fun one. Now the game's just like, hey, do you know what the seal-breaking scrolls are? You don't? Too bad. Yeah, this is one where... Yep, it's, this is a floor with a mission of beat everything with Max's gun weapon. And the game prevents you from playing as Max. Come on. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, I also mentioned earlier, like way earlier, but I took advantage of a fun little thing in the game to give myself an end game. Because there's a fun thing when it comes to the programming for this game, how the game keeps track of everything that occurs. Like well, not so much everything that occurs, but all the pretty much keeps track of what is what. And instead of using specific ways of like, okay, this thing, this item is called this in the game file, but it's called this in the gameplay itself. It doesn't do that. The way the game organizes the files for what is purely by what it's called, what its actual name is. And the way the game keeps track of that is, again, through the name. So if you were to, say, use an item that the game gives you to change the name of any item in the game to something else, you could potentially just rename one weapon into another and wind up transforming that weapon into that other weapon that you named it into. The game lets you do that. So if you get the... Oop, glitches are broken. It's a very fun glitch, too. Because if you can route it into your gameplay, like, if you know it's there and you can plan for it accordingly, you can cut an entire third of the grind, or an entire quarter of the grinding you need to do to get the ultimate weapons just completely out. Like, you can just pick one of the 4 ultimate weapons in the game and just say, I'm getting this now. I'm getting this way earlier than the game intends for me to get it. Like the 5-star armlet, with stats like this. You can just say, "This is mine now." It doesn't completely remove all of the grinding, because you will wind up probably using the weapon itself. The weapon itself that you want to get at some point. So you'll always wind up using Monica's armband. You'll always wind up using Max's gun or his hammer or something like that. But the point still stands that you can just cut a massive amount of grinding for that weapon out of the game. Oy. It is fascinating, it is fun, and this is the only game I've ever played that has that kind of thing going for it. Or that kind of thing that happens in it. Because so many other games I've played kind of avoid that kind of thing by renaming items in the code from what they are in the actual, game descriptions. Which is why a lot of mod tools exist in the way they do, specifically to make it easier to find those items. That's why Cheat Engine exists as the way it does for a lot of the FromSoft games. Because in the game's coding, the items are called different things because, specifically because of language translations and stuff like that. With Dark Cloud 2, though, despite being a Japanese game developed by Level 5, the Professor Layton guys, I believe English was its first, either was its first, or just, they had some top-notch fucking translators and localizers. They knew what they were doing. But yeah, with this glitch, you can get any of the game's major ultimate weapons at about partway through Chapter 4. There are 8 chapters in the game. So you can get one of the ultimate weapons very early, but it requires planning ahead, knowing what to do, because in order to get the things to get the name change ticket, you need to complete the different missions in the different dungeon floors. You need at least 40 medals from doing that. That's 40 different tasks you need to complete. And it can get kind of tough. Because some of them require you to beat dungeon floors within a within a tight time limit. Others require, okay, kill every enemy with this weapon, like Monica's sword, or Max's melee weapon, or Max's gun, or Monica's magic, or items. Do it without healing. There's the Spheda medals, which are probably some of the easiest to get, depending on what dungeon and what floor of the dungeon you're on, or the way the game will just decide where it is. Where's the hole, where's the ball, the dungeon itself, all that jazz. It's a few different things. And it's kind of RNG dependent, but it's fascinating. There's a mimic on this floor, isn't there? I think there's a mimic. There's not a mimic. But where? Oh, it's down. Oh, last enemy's down there. I forgot. Yeah, it's gotta be down there. Yeah, the way the game handles all that is absolutely fascinating, and it's the only game I've ever played that has an odd glitch like that, where you can just rename an item in-game using in-game tools, and it will cause that to happen. Like, there's a couple of fun glitches in this game that I love to take advantage of. This is one of, the name change ticket is one of them. The other one, though, is actually quite difficult, and it requires a lot of setup, actually. Trust me, there's a point to the fish. There is a point to the fish aquarium. And basically it requires you to recruit a character by talking to them before one of the fishing race events happens. And then once that fishing race event happens, you need to win the beginner cup, the basic one, really any of them. You need to come in first place on the podium. If you don't, you will have to wait until the next fishing race event, 30 in-game days from that point. So you really only get a handful of attempts to do it, to take advantage of it, before you get through to the end game where it's not really needed. Well, to the post game where it's not needed as much, at least. Alright, and this is one of those things where I said, that flashing blue light, that's the Spheda ball, and that big red dot's the Spheda hole. This is the kind of dungeon layout where, especially with this dungeon, where I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that because of the gaps on either side of the dungeon floor. A few dungeons have this kind of thing, such as the Underground Channel, Balanced Valley, and this one, where they have the things that make it exceptionally more difficult to actually, you know, do the Spheda, which is basically just golf. And here's my robot. Damn it, didn't mean to hit that one. Yeah, my roller skating, laser shooting robot named Steve. I love this game. Yeah, also, that projectile has infinite range. It will continue to go until it hits something infinitely. Alright, I'm gonna switch back to Monica, because Monica needs a lot of love for this dungeon. Let's see, there's the rock. Whoa! Yeah. Alright, defeat enemies using only items. That's one that I've never been able to do, because because there's only a fight. Lissy?
Sup, losers?
You show up just at the end of a recording thing that I was gearing up to end this recording thing for the YouTube audience.
Next time, you will see me.
Next time on Dark Cloud Z. Bye, YouTube audience, Twitch audience, I'll still be here, and bam.